before we get into that, can I just ask to leave a like or a dislike on the video, and comment down below what you think about these, because any feedback on these is very helpful, and the likes help out, and dislikes know that this wasn't particularly a good one and that things need to change. It all really helps out. Anyway, let's see how we got on. Hello and welcome back to Sub-Second F1 for the Baku review of F1 Fantasy. And there's only one thing to say is, well done Baku, because it produced an incredible race with twists and turns. It could have gone either way, and there were it's left a lot more questions than it did answers for this, with Verstappen and Hamilton both not scoring. So this week's team, oh dear. We had the good and the bad and the ugly in this team. The good, Sergio Perez, yay. The bad, Charles Leclerc, starting at pole, dropped out of positions, and the ugly of just Max Verstappen, absolutely terrible luck having this happen to him. It's just really unfortunate to have the punch there on the main straight. But he still came out with 9 points, I believe, for Azerbaijan. 9 points. Unfortunately, the crash just ruined it, really, which I think is a little harsh in this game, that the crashes do that much to a driver's points, because ultimately it wasn't his fault. He didn't do anything wrong. But yeah, that negative 10 there for the positions lost in the top 10. It's just the way it goes, really. Just a bit unfortunate. But Perez, luckily, this is why we put him in for this week instead of Gasly. With hindsight, it was a bit of one of those for this. Perez with the 51 points. You could have turbo driven Perez and got over 100, got like 102 points, which is nuts. So I completely forgot he was turbo driverable. Perez would have been an incredible choice to turbo drive in this. I mean, 102 points would have got you back. I think this team did, I can't remember how many points it got overall in the week. It wasn't, I think it was about 170 or something like that. Next up is Norris. Good recovery, really. From 9th place in qualifying after the penalty. 32 points as well. Yeah, but luckily in this, the 9th place doesn't count as his qualifying position. It counted as the 6th, so the penalty didn't affect it. But a good drive from the young Brit, solid as ever, and proving why he's the number 1 at McLaren now. But that's an entirely different video of what happens to Daniel Ricciardo. Nowhere again. Next up was the wild card of Giovinazzi. Oh, what a disastrous man. I mean, 6 points. It was a risk, really, because he had to put him in because we had nowhere else. Yeah, he gained positions and all that, but he didn't qualify. If he got out of Q1 and into Q2 like he did, he could have been. We would have been looking at some good points here. But no, Giovinazzi letting us down again, or for the first time. No, for the first time this season, Gio letting us down. Next up, Charles Leclerc, obviously. 25 points, but was turbo driven, so I think that's 50 points for this. So the same points as Perez, which proves you should have really turbo driven Perez, really, but it's just one of those. See the points for qualifying in the race, teammate beating. He lost his points in for being overtaken by teams in the top 10, which is unfortunate really, because that Ferrari car wasn't suited to that track. I know that he qualified on pole, but it just wasn't suited to it because of the low downforce running, and they could just cook the tyres. But that's it, you know, it's a good effort. Oh no, I've removed him. I didn't mean to remove him. Get back in there. But from the Ferrari constructor, solid, you know. 28 points for this from Sainz and Leclerc. But good points there for this team. And with that, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. As I said at the beginning, leave any feedback on these and what you'd like to see in the future from these. I do have a couple of ideas coming up. If you're new to the F1 Fantasy, I'll have a video coming up soon on what to do and how to start your team now, based after 6 rounds, and how to enter leagues and all that are on the channel already. If you want a video on how to start your team for France, that'll be coming up soon. Thank you all very much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe if you want to, don't have to. And I'll see you all for the next video. Thank you and goodbye.